In C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Aslan the lion helps Edmund mature from an introverted and selfish boy into a mature young adult as he guides the growth of characters throughout the story. At the same time, Aslan demonstrates his ability to govern the earth by controlling the weather and the environment. Paradoxically, Aslan personifies both nature and God because he reflects Lewis's views of early nature as the intersection of impeded growth from within to perfection and symbolism of God. While nature refers to the imminence of growth, the transcendence of the divine figure of Aslan causes him to symbolize God as well. The two come together as they are equally important in Lewis's eyes. Nature relates purely to the inherent growth of individuals, while a divine-like figure governs the environment in which the individuals live. Aslan is the ultimate ecological symbol and therefore a symbol of God, as he has the ability to control the weather and the environment. According to Judeo-Christian beliefs, the being who controls the overall environment is symbolic of God. This is especially apparent in Genesis 1:11, in which God lets plants and vegetation grow as he transforms the entire earth ecologically. When Aslan is present, all surroundings become warmer, prettier, and brighter. A prime example of Aslan's power regarding the climate occurs when he arrives in Narnia during the White Witch's rule. Under the White Witch's reign, it is always winter but never Christmas. When Aslan arrives, however, the air grows foggier and warmer, and the environment turns into what seems to be a delicious dream. Aslan's ability to change the weather shows his innate power. He is so influential that he dictates the environment and therefore governs the earth. Lewis entrusts his dominance in the most powerful figure in the novel, Aslan, and therefore expresses a very strong symbolic appreciation of nature. Aslan also personifies nature in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Part of C.S. Lewis's definition of nature explains that it is the unimpeded growth from within to perfection, neither checked by accident nor sophisticated by art. Aslan perfectly represents this part of the definition as well, as he encourages and guides the growth of the children. This is especially apparent with Edmund in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, as he begins as a negative, pessimistic character and is ultimately transformed into a new inner being with Aslan's help. Edmund met the White Witch early in the story, and for that reason he was continuously affected by her negativity. Edmund's feelings towards the White Witch, Aslan, and the overall situation contributed to his pessimistic attitude that later gets him in trouble. However, after the battle and after Aslan sacrifices himself to save Edmund, Edmund changes. Lewis's definition of nature recognizes a growth from within, which is really symbolic of an overall growth into nature. Edmund grows from his introverted into extroverted self, and therefore grows from within to the outside of himself and is no longer selfish. When Aslan rescues Edmund, the two have a conversation which Edmund never forgot. Afterwards, Aslan assures the other children that there is no need to talk to Edmund about his past because his transformation and growth after their conversation was that immense. Edmund asks for his siblings' forgiveness, receives it, and then radically transforms as he becomes a valuable member of Aslan's army and destroys the White Witch's magic wand. Aslan's influence on Edmund is invaluable as he helps him grow into a better, more positive being. After Edmund disrespects Aslan and betrays his siblings, Aslan still saves him and facilitates his growth into perfection. Through guiding the unimpeded growth of the children, especially Edmund, and governing the Earth's environment, Aslan clearly represents C.S. Lewis's definition of nature.